I found a certain plugin of which I am not fully sure if it's snake oil or not. And the only way to find out is by doing a blind test with all of you. So that's the reason why I was a bit secretive in my thumbnail and my title. Also because it just is what the YouTube algorithm wants. So yeah, if you want to join me in the blind test, let's get started. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm playing back a loop of a piece of audio, and during that loop I will turn on and off the effect a few times. I'm not going to say when I'm turning it off and on, but I just want you to listen very carefully if you can notice a difference somewhere in this loop. Now, I'm not going to turn on and off the effect every 10 seconds or something. I'm really taking a bit longer stretches, and this is really because if you listen to something longer, it's easier to A/B something. So yeah, here is the demo and enjoy it. Alright, so I want to switch to my usual position to reveal what I was actually turning on and off. But before I'm going to do that, I first want you all to comment down below with what you think. Did you hear a difference somewhere in the loop? Where did you hear a difference? And what was the difference that you were hearing? Pause the video if you haven't commented yet. And now we're going on to the reveal. So, did you do the test or did you just skip ahead to this part? If you didn't do the test, please go back and do the listen test before, because after the reveal you will be spoiled forever and you cannot do the test again if you want it to be a like double blind test. And if you have listened it, this was the thing that I was testing. It's the FiDev Gen 2 Psychoacoustics processor from Maat. And I have heard a lot of people talk about this in the community and also asking me if I could make a snake oil video about this thing. However, I tried making a snake oil video and I was really confused and it really wasn't a video because of that. So that's why I'm doing this video in a little bit of a different way. So what is FiDev actually? FiDev is like a weird plugin that adds some psychoacoustic noise to your signal, and what it does is, well, it says it over here, it makes a receptive brain relax and pay closer attention to an incoming audio stimulus. And the problem with testing these type of things, if we listen to what Maat is saying, and I have actually been in contact and been discussing this subject with an engineer from Maat, what they're saying is if you try to hear it, you probably won't. And this is because it's all focused on triggering the subconscious mind and not the conscious mind. So in the studio, we are listening to audio like under a microscope, like we are super focused on the audio, while this is actually triggering the other side of your brain. I don't know how to explain this better. I'm not really qualified to explain this, but yeah, this is basically what this plugin is doing. And I just wanted to figure out if it actually works. I've got the plugin over here. The preset that we were listening to was called Resno. The song that I've used is called Sandstorm by Darude. So if you want to try it yourself, you can just use that song. And if we listen to the Delta solo, you will hear what it is adding. So this is what it is adding to the sound. It's really weird. It's some kind of distortion stuff. To me, it sounds a little bit to what MP3 is doing as well. Like if we would be doing a null test with an MP3 versus a WAV file. Now, one of the things you need to be aware of when using this, and this is all according to Maat, this is all according to what they've been saying to me. I don't know if this is true. That's the whole issue. I can't verify this. But what they've told me is that the effect that this thing is having takes a little bit of time to build up. It really triggers your brain very slowly. And that is why I've been using a longer loop and like longer stretches before switching it off. It's also easiest heard when you go from the on setting for a little while, for like a minute or something, and then all of a sudden switch it off. It's easier to hear it like that than the other way around. Like switching it on takes a little bit of time to build up. But this is all what they are saying, and this is basically my test. That's it. All right, so I'm going to be really interested in reading all of your comments with what you all think, because I really don't know if psychoacoustic stuff is real or not. I mean, if it isn't real, then this plugin is snake oil. However, I do believe in the fact that the human mind is pretty easy to manipulate, and I do actually think that psychoacoustic manipulation is real. And I want to get a little bit philosophical about this, because I think that if you use these tools wise, it can actually bring something good for your mix and for your listener. I also think that there's a counter side, and I actually suspect it is already being implemented in social media platforms such as TikTok and other attention-grabbing platforms. I really have a feeling that social media platforms that want to have every bit of your attention can really use this to their advantage and your disadvantage. And this is a bit scary, honestly. Now, I didn't do any research on platforms like TikTok to figure out if they would be doing this. Also because they are probably using a codec as well. And a codec gives the same kind of artifacts as this psychoacoustic manipulation. So I don't know, but I do have a certain feeling, because whenever I hear audio from TikTok, it really feels as there's something going on. There's something weird. So if you want to research that, if you have any tools to research that, feel free to do that and send me the results. I'm really interested in that. But yeah, for audio mixing, I don't know yet. I'm going to figure that out from reading these comments, and maybe you are also going to figure that out from reading the comments. So yeah, thanks a lot for doing this test together with me. For the full disclosure, I did seek contact with Maat in order to figure out what was going on in this plugin. They're not sponsoring this video or whatever, and everything that I'm saying is, as always, my complete, honest, independent opinion. And if you appreciate that and want to support me, you can do that by, for instance, buying something through my affiliate links. These two. I will link Thomann over here and Sweetwater over here. And the links are also in the description. whitestudio.com/Thomann and whitestudio.com/Sweetwater. And when you buy something through my affiliate link, a little bit of your purchase gets kicked back to me. Another way to support me is by becoming a channel member. You can do that on YouTube by pressing the join button somewhere down here below. And I also have a Patreon campaign, which I will link over here. YouTube memberships and Patreon are the same thing. Just choose the platform that you prefer. Last way to support me and the whole YouTube platform is by watching more videos. So I'll link one of my videos over here. But of course, you can also watch something else on the platform. Everything will support the YouTube platform. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep pushing and bye bye.